Tuesday evening, or whatever time or day it is when you are choosing to watch this show again. Because we super duper love when people watch it live, but that doesn't mean we don't love those restreams too. All right, it is Tuesday night. You have nearly made it to Wednesday, the middle of the week. It's almost the weekend, basically, right? And in case your week hasn't been going so great, we've got three amazing teams for you to just park right up and give you the energy that you need to get through the second part of your week. I am very excited to be bringing to the stage the one, the only.
Hello, Highwire. Hello, Millie. We are, and we get a number from you, Millie, because we got like heck of suggestions. So now we need to narrow it down to one.
How about number 27?
27. Yes. Good old jump rope.
Okay.
My specialty, double Dutch. Here it comes.
I'm good at it too.
I'm not good at jump rope.
Double Dutch down. I probably could have taken you out, Frankie, would be my guess, because I was even good at double jump rope. I mean, what girl that you know didn't know how to jump rope?
I'm just as good as a girl. I can jump rope because that's what I did at the playground. I jumped rope, I did string art, and I goofed at the beginning and I hit leave, but I'm back and I'm going to jump out of here before I make a fool of myself. And that's what I did.
Hey, Joseph. Thanks for coming in. This is the last part of the interview process. Since you're going to be working with isotopes and stuff, just go ahead and slide your hands into the gloved areas. And we're just going to have you work with the isotopes just to make sure. I mean, your resume looks terrific. We called your references. Everything looks great. So it's just a matter of just moving the isotope from the left to the right. So go ahead. I don't want to.
Okay. Is it moving yet?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I'm not. What the fuck is this job that I'm doing?
You're going to be working with radiation.
Oh.
As we've been talking about throughout the entire...
Isotopes. Oh, I just touched my nose to my hand to my nose.
That's not good. We're going to have... Can we get a cleaning team up here? Yeah. Don't touch the rest of your face.
Oh, my God.
That's your skin coming off. Just let it happen.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Just let it happen. It's an occupational hazard. Well, so I was going to talk to you about the benefits and sort of start to get the initial hiring paperwork done. But
I signed that already. I get insurance.
Yeah, but it's going to be a pretty good chance you'll be disintegrated before we have anything on paper. Sorry, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
It actually hurts.
The human being. Yeah, there's a lot of pain involved. Yep. I'm just going to close this door. I hate to see applicants in pain.
Okay.
So, thanks for coming in.
I'm tired of being called Four Eyes.
Well, Samantha, I apologize for what I said when I was angry.
Well, I mean, we both wear glasses, and so you went down a path that you should have never ventured down.
Now that we're a lot calmer, cut to 5 minutes ago. Ah! I'm throwing bees at you because I hate you, Four Eyes. Cut back. I can see that I made some mistakes that were due to anger.
I mean, I have a scratch on my glasses now, Harry.
I apologize. Cut to 10 minutes ago. I'll scratch your glasses. I'll teach you to cut back. It's unfortunate because I flash to anger, and then I feel like I'm almost like not responsible for what I do, which is, it's not fair, Samantha.
Well, I mean, if you're not responsible for the horrible things that you do, who might be responsible, Harry?
Oh, some more. Hit her.
Your mother? You blame that kind of stuff on your mother, on your upbringing?
It's gonna sound weird, but I hear voices inside my. Cut to 30 minutes ago. The voices! Get them out of my head! Get them out of my head! What are you doing here, Samantha? Cut back.
I just want to tell you that this means you really like her.
Did I come in at the wrong time? I mean, you had told me to come over. We were going to have a nice dinner at, I guess it was 6:30, and I got there at 6:25. Maybe my propensity for coming places early and on time maybe should be rectified.
Cut to an hour ago. Hey, that sounds great, Samantha. You know what? Let's make it for like 6:30-ish, but like don't show up like right at 6:30.
Okay, all right, Harry. I mean, okay, originally we had set this for 6:30, and I have my phone keeps dinging, like the half hour before 6:30 to tell me to make sure that I remember to come to your place and
I understand. It's just something happened. I'm not really at liberty to cut to an hour before that. There's something inside my head. There's something inside my head. It's another person.
You love her.
Don't tell me what I think. Other voice inside my head, other person. Just leave me alone. Just leave me. Cut back. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Just because you showed up on time, I don't feel like you're to blame, Samantha. I feel like this is really my fault. It's my issue. It's my problem, and I don't want to saddle you with it.
well, thank you for that. I mean, I just got this feeling that I really picked the wrong day to ask you to make dinner for both of us. Or the wrong time, maybe, just the wrong time.
Again, I don't really feel like it's your fault. Cut to 5 minutes ago. I'll throw bees at you until you do what I... Cut back. I think it's really my thing, I'd like to... I feel like I should be accountable for it, So, I'm gonna leave. You can stay here at the apartment as long as you like.
I'm really hungry. Did you happen to all that craziness to cook dinner?
Cut to 45 minutes ago. I'll just put these eggs aside until Samantha shows up. Cut back. There might be something. Just look around a little bit. I'm gonna take a walk around the park and just kind of clear my head, literally.
Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers came knocking at my door. As I ran out, they ran in. I told you I could jump rope just as good as you.
Girl, you are just so cute. I mean, you just tickle my fancy.
You're the first one to actually call me a girl.
I know. I mean, isn't that the lingo that is like the lingo of all lingos in your head?
Yes, girlfriend, it is. It's just so nice to be able to talk to somebody who appreciates the side of a man who's not, it's just good to be who you are.
I mean, Frankie, you taught me to jump rope. I mean, I was such a klutz before I met you that everybody, when they were done calling me Four Eyes, they started calling me Klutzmobile.
And they used to tie you up with your jump rope.
Well, that part
Cut to 10 minutes before, and I'm going to tie you up. Ah, look at that, Four Eyes. Cut back. I can't help it. It's just boys like you, and when boys like girls, that's a song. When boys like girls, when boys like girls, they're mean to them.
Oh,
I don't understand.
Is that true, Frankie?
It is, Sandy.
I guess I must have a lot of boys that like me, because there's been some mean stuff going on here in my world.
Who, that cute boy that's always scratching at you?
Yeah, that one that likes to scratch my lower lip, and almost one time he stuck his finger up my nose.
He bit your lip?
No, he stuck his finger up my nose.
Oh, okay, because at first I thought you said he bit your lip, but the finger up the nose is normal.
Cut to a random Panera Bread in Ainsworth, Nebraska. Yeah, I got you a bread bowl.
Okay.
So you could eat that. Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like this date is really going that great.
Why not? I mean, I love bread bowls. You knew that before I even told you.
Yeah, Jody. It's just there's something that I don't really. I'm not comfortable. I just thought it was going to be different.
Fine. You're not comfortable? Do you know how many times I've heard that from people?
No, I'm assuming you're just, you're not actually looking for an answer.
You're just so cute. I can't help it.
You're really cute too, Jody. There's a thing that's happening that
you swiped what? Danny, you did. You swiped. Anyway, you did.
I did.
Oh, wait,
tag out, Danny. Look, Jody, I swiped right on Danny first. I don't understand your propensity for always swiping on the same cute guys that I swipe on.
Well, Maggie,
yeah,
you can't have, just because you thought you were really liked when you were younger, doesn't mean that everyone likes you now.
No, that's not true, because I was so popular when I was younger that there's no way that all of that hasn't just permeated my whole life, you jackass.
Right there's the problem.
Yeah.
Men don't like being called jackasses by their woman. Oh,
Look, I don't want you to be my man. I am attracted to Danny. I just want you to stop trying to overtake my conversation with him.
well, I can't help it if I kiss him once in a while and you don't.
Seriously, you kiss and tell? That's ridiculous.
Cut to a fender bender in front of a local mall. Oh, I'm going to drag you out of the vehicle. Oh, Cheryl?
Yes, it's Cheryl.
Oh, hey. Are you okay? I know this was. I just started being an EMT, so I don't know who needs to get pulled out and who doesn't. But what a fancy meeting you here.
Well, I did it on purpose so that you would come save me.
Oh,
because you're so cute.
I mean, when I pulled you out of the car, technically I did swipe left.
You'll never get rid of me.
Oh God.
You know, you are. I love you so much that I don't want you to have Jody or Sandy and you know what? I'm going to put your rabbit, never mind. No animals will be heard on this recording.
Joe, I need the fire hose. Yeah, quick.
Oh God. I still love you. I'll be back.
Oh,
this is fun.
Oh no.
It's kind of like
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay.
Cheryl, I don't want to be with you. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay.
Ali Ali and free.
Okay. You'll never find us in here, Bobby.
I can't breathe that good.
Okay, well, get off your nose.
I can hear you whispering. I'm headed your way. I'm winning this game. Total winning this game. I see you, Bobby. I see. Hey, Bobby, you're it. You've been found.
I'm sorry.
I don't think we should be hiding in this abandoned school in these lockers with all this, with the ceiling falling down. It feels unsafe to me.
Well, I opened the lockers and let you both out. I mean, I could shove you both back in there if you're not appreciative.
This is why you never got boys.
Stop bringing that up. I'm so tired of you saying that to me.
I think he was saying it to me.
You want boys?
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
Yeah. I'm feeling.
You better
sick.
not laugh.
I'm gonna go. Oh my God! I could. Okay.
Better not laugh. This is serious stuff we got ourselves into.
That's the chance to get out of here.
You kids, it's after dark. It's not safe to be out playing when the lights go out in the city.
Yes, Grandpa.
Papa. Johnny and I, we were fine. We were playing all the games that you taught us through all these years. So I don't understand why you would want us to come back in when there's nothing to do in your house.
Red light, green light.
Yeah,
I taught you that when you were 2.
yeah, we played that, right, Johnny?
Yeah, I always thought it was one game. Everybody else I know plays it as one game, but Grandpa, you taught us that it was red light is one game and green light is the second game.
It was cool, right? It was It was my. And then we played. I fell. Help me up. I can't get up.
Oh, I got you, Grandpa.
You know, if it wasn't for you damn kids, I think I would just turn in the bucket.
You're not going anywhere, Pawpaw. We love you too much.
Then
Yeah,
why
you
you
can't-
have that? Go ahead.
You can't die.
Uh-uh.
I
No.
can't.
No. Uh-uh.
Really? How did that happen?
Johnny and I put a spell on you. You're going to live forever.
There was a witch down by the creek, and she said she would give us one free spell if we did a dance for her with no clothes on.
I would love to see that dance.
With no clothes on, Pawpaw.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I want to say right now. Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest,
Oh my
it
God,
feels
the more
less.
you do it, the stronger I get.
It feels way less appropriate to do it for a relative than for some witch down by the creek.
This can be our family fun night.
Pawpaw. Pawpaw, you're not turning into a dirty old Pawpaw, are you?
Cut to when the
No, that would be
authorities
really
arrive.
bad for me.
Cut to when the authorities arrive. Okay. And
All
so
right,
you were told to dance around with your clothes off to make your grandpop stronger. I'm getting this right. I'm trying to write it all down.
Now, Glinda, down by the creek,
Linda.
told us that if we dance for her, we got one wish.
Cut down to the creek.
Here comes 2. You can have them, Glinda.
Cut back.
Where
crick.
where did the nice police officer go?
A crick. We should. Oh, look, a witch.
Hello.
Oh no, we're trapped with a witch.
Dance for me with your clothes off.
It's wildly inappropriate.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, Pawpaw. Pawpaw.
You're born naked and the rest is drag.
Thank you for using the Etch-a-Sketch to draw that for me so that I have a better sense of what it was that happened. It's not appropriate, it's not necessary, but thank you for doing that.
So my brother Johnny and I, we want our Pawpaw to live for forever. Can you understand? For living forever? So that
Well, he's going to get life. I mean, he is going to get life. So I feel like you'll get your wish.
You don't understand what's happening.
Pawpaw, I heard about when you go into those places, they kind of strip search you.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'll get
Pawpaw.
younger and younger.
All right, in the van. Let's go, Pawpaw. Let's go in the van.
Bye, Pawpaw.
He touched me. He put his hand near mine.
Looks like we're going to be sharing this cell together, Pawpaw.
Oh my God. Which do I get? Am I top or bottom? Bunk.
Whichever bunk you want. I'm the pinball wizard.
You've got to have a trick. Wow.
I do.
Pinball wizard.
I don't need a pinball machine to have pinball skills. And
Will you
someday they're going to
protect
get
me?
me out of here.
And that's our show. Rick's a pinball wizard.
You got to have a trick. A pinball wizard.
Pinball wizard.
You all jump roped into my heart.
Thank you so much. I mean, let's say that you are aptly named, because there were many times during that set where you're like, Loved it.
Bye, Millie. Thank you.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you so
I hope
much.
I didn't too much. You too much. Bye.
Bye. It was lovely. Lovely. All right. If that didn't cheer you up, that's okay. I mean, you might not have feelings if that didn't cheer you up from your work week, but just in case, we have 2 more teams that are going to do their best. And by best, I mean, they're going to crush it and really bring the hilarity to your, let's just go ahead and call it midweek. I know it's Tuesday, but it's almost Wednesday. And we know that Wednesday is the weekend. So the middle of the week. But you know what? Maybe I'm just excited for this weekend. Enough about being excited and the days of the week. We have the next team ready on deck, and they are going to wow you with their duo prov. Please give it up for Tabula Rasa.
Hi, Highwire Improv. Happy Tuesday. Over there somewhere in some direction is my good friend Taj.
And over there is Bela.
Yay, and together through some type of alchemy or magic, we combined our names and was it Taj Bela Rasa? No, it's Tabula Rasa.
Blank slate.
Yes. And for us to get started, we're going to do some improv for you today. Millie, can we get a single 1-word suggestion, please?
Sure can. How about the word, detestable?
Detestable.
Detestable. Delicious. Thank you.
This vitamin is just not edible whatsoever.
And so you just decided to give it to me.
I just decided that I cannot stomach your treatment anymore.
Well, I hope you had that feeling in your stomach all this time.
My stomach all this time is my stomach and not yours, and you should respect that it's mine.
You're claiming ownership of your own stomach, aren't you?
I am claiming ownership, and well, I should.
Should? Would? Could? Could've? Should've?
You should have thought about crossing me before you did so.
You crossed me when you handed me a bad vitamin.
It's a vitamin that you gave me this morning, and it's the 108th morning that you've given me such drivel to try and stomach. You are, in a word, detestable.
So the senior home has been experiencing a lot of anger recently.
The home itself, the walls, the floors, the terrible carpeting.
Yes, the entire structure just seems to creak and moan with a terrible anger that we just, well, I mean, it might have something to do with the people, I don't know, but we just don't know.
That's why you've called me in to do an exorcism of all the souls that are trapped there, isn't it?
Yes, that's why we've called you in. We normally don't just call in exorcism people willy-nilly for no, oh, there's some jello on the floor, let's call the exorcism. Yes, because the entire structure is just a dangerous, crazy place to work in.
You'd be surprised about the Jell-O, actually, but on this case, I'm glad you've told me that the building itself is experiencing anger. That is a very particular kind of haunting.
Good. I'm starting to feel like I'm dealing with an expert, and that feeling is reassuring.
Yes, I've been to the Barbados School of Exorcism.
I'm now feeling less like I'm dealing with an expert.
It is one of the top schools in the entire Caribbean.
Slightly warmer. Okay, I'll give it to you. I don't. Maybe I've heard that the Caribbean has voodoo, so.
Yes, you do not want to question my powers because you will feel them for the rest of your life if you do so.
Look, I just want a safe workplace.
And how long have you been director of this angry senior home?
1 year and 3 months.
And how long has the home been experiencing this rage?
1 year, 2 months, 29 days. And that last month was a 30-day month.
Oh. And you're not seeing any causality there?
I've heard that my personality is a bit abrasive. I'm a little bit difficult to deal with, but I've never angered an entire building before.
I've heard that you have canceled the activities for the deceased.
Because they're dead. They don't need activities.
I know you're all about the bottom line and saving money, but they're angry now, and that's why. You've destroyed all their fun experiential learning and all of that stuff that they counted on all these years.
Well, I've been told that you should spend money on the living, not the dead.
Well, I beg to differ. If you do not appease the dead, then the living will have no peace.
All right, well, maybe there was something that I learned in management school that was wrong. I'll try your advice and we'll see what happens.
It's too late for that.
Oh, great. Then why am I even having this discussion with you?
You need the exorcism to have a clean slate.
Oh,
Have mediation between you and the souls that are trapped there because they're not going to trust you.
okay. So you're saying it's not too late. We just
It's not too late. It's just it's not going to work just to change the roster of activities. They don't trust that you will keep up with that. They think that you're going to just do it as an empty gesture. I mean, I'm hearing them right now. There's one of them screaming right across the room.
I was wondering when you were going to notice that. Look, I thought I could solve every problem by just mixing the roster around on a spreadsheet, but you're saying that I can't solve this problem with a spreadsheet. That screaming is kind of annoying, isn't it?
You can hear that.
Yes.
You have the gift.
I told you that the house was angry at me. How would I have known if I couldn't hear?
There's one thing to pick up on general emotion, but to actually be able to know that there is a screaming being from the other side right across the room, that is quite a different thing, young man.
Just sounded like my last girlfriend.
Oh. I see. We have a lot of work to do. Let's get down to it. So Henry, this is going to be our 4.5-week anniversary.
I'm so happy, Jennifer. I'm so happy.
You don't look as happy as you were at the 3.5-week one. Are you getting tired of all the anniversaries?
Jennifer, honestly, I mean, I think when it was the first anniversary, my smile was up here, and I was full on Joker from Batman smile, and now it's down to here. I feels like it's losing the magic. Us just doing anniversary after anniversary after anniversary.
When your mouth is horizontal, I would not call that any kind of a smile, actually. You're making me sad.
Oh, what's making me sad is that well, you had an anniversary of the first time I went to the bathroom in your presence. That seemed like one anniversary too much.
Henry, that was a very special moment of our bonding. Don't you think you want to tell our grandchildren about that one day?
Jennifer, I don't really remember too many things about my bathroom visits, so I'm fairly sure it's because I don't want to remember too many things about my bathroom visits.
You mean you don't want to name them anymore? All the little offspring that you leave behind?
Not really, no. I kind of feel like the offspring I'm leaving behind aren't really offspring at all.
They're a product of your eating a meal that I cooked for you with my love.
And I love your cooking. I really do. I love it when it's going in.
Not when it's coming out. Henry, your love is a stunted little incomplete thing. I think I might have to not have this anniversary and instead break up with you.
I've never had a relationship that lasted 5 weeks, and I guess I never will. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me nose to nose.
I don't understand the procedure, but I am willing to hear you out.
All right. Well, I find that you don't really understand the soul of your enemy until you've breathed in the breath that comes from their nose.
I think you might have bad nose breath.
Well, now that you've insulted me, I do want to point out I did call you my enemy. And so I feel that I know your animosity towards me quite well.
Now that we are breathing each other's nose breath, I can feel the animosity coming off you in waves.
I do want to compliment your pheromones. They are, well, even for me, your enemy, I'm not displeased by them.
Strange. I was feeling a bit of a wavering in my animosity.
As am I. Frankly, there might be a bit of confusion as to my ultimate action here when those pheromones are so, well, endearing.
Endearing? Nobody has ever called my pheromones endearing. Will you have a candlelit dinner with me, nose to nose?
Oh. I'm breaking down so hard right now. I don't turn away. Don't sniff me as I break.
We could have our noses right over the candle and have our nose hairs singed simultaneously.
We could be smelling the wax as it plops down and just freshens up the entire environment right above our and below our noses.
I'm not turning away. I'm staying right here.
Truly not the outcome that I expected.
I expected more from you.
You saw my IQ test. I was thinking that it was obvious that there wouldn't be any great expectations for this one, no?
I thought that you cheated in order to appear less intelligent than you are.
I often hear that. They think that no one could be as unintelligent as I, and yet I always prove them wrong.
You scored lower than if you had just allowed random chance to answer the questions.
Random chance is my enemy. It always beats me, and people always say, how could you lose to just random chance? I hate random chance.
I notice you making this kind of a motion with your hand.
Yeah, This is, yes.
Turn
Yes.
that around for me. Run it with your other hand. Can you do that?
Eh?
There you go. Yes. No.
Eh?
Yes.
Eh?
Just one hand.
Eh?
Do you know the meaning of this? It's a universal symbol.
Loser!
See, you got a question right.
Ah! My hands mean I'm a loser. Oh, wait, what's happened to my hands? Douglas Fairbanks, it's so nice to meet you. You're more handsome in person than I could have imagined.
Ah, Julia Child. I always wondered what it would be like to spend some time with you. Would you cook for me sometime?
Of course, of course. I have a whole refrigerator and a stocked pantry. I would love to cook for you, Douglas.
Just don't ever give me vitamins, all right, Julia? I cannot stomach them.
Oh, I've heard of what happens when someone gets a bad vitamin. I would never do that to you, Douglas. I'm attracted to you.
You are. So early in our knowing each other, you already know.
I do. I was attracted to you just based on the movies that you did. I've been following them for a long time. Of course, I have a whole collection of vitamins here to give you. It's part of my hospitality to give men that I'm interested in a helping hand, in a sense, with their nutrition.
First, you beckon me with praise about my films, and then you slap me in the face with this mention of vitamins.
Did you see your last film when you tried to go at the enemy with your sword, but your wrist was a little broken? It's due to a vitamin deficiency.
That was a character I was playing. The character had the vitamin deficiency.
Of course you say that. Of course you would say that, but we both know it's true. You don't play characters. You only play yourself. You are Douglas Fairbanks.
And if I have a vitamin deficiency, what if I am proud of it? What if I choose that as a lifestyle?
Would you choose to be a loser? No, of course not. You're Douglas Fairbanks, a winner. You would never choose to be a vitamin loser.
I don't consider it loserness. I consider it superiority. I have no vitamins, and I am proud of it.
All right, then, let's test that. Give me your wrist. Hold it out. Now, if I can snap it by just the barest of pressure, then you are a loser. Watch this.
Julia, you're a strong, strong woman. I
Well,
still stand by my stance as a vitamin protester.
my darling, I just broke your wrist. If you will never learn, then you will never learn.
I don't even feel the pain anymore. I am a vitamin abstainer, and I stand by it.
For how long will you be able to stand when your lack of vitamins leads your bones to crumple in on themselves like an insect that's grown too big and its exoskeleton collapses like a black star in a galaxy far, far away?
When that day comes, I know I will have stood by my principles, however faulty they may be.
And I will enjoy cooking your last meal for you.
Could it be empty calories, please?
Frankly, I don't know if our relationship can continue beyond this point. It feels like we might be a bit incompatible, but I love your movies, Douglas.
Well, thank you. Would you call me an ambulance, please?
Or a taxi, your choice.
Either.
All right.
I have a new venture that I want to run by you, Father.
Well, I'm just drinking my coffee, so I'm all about learning about new exciting ventures. Go ahead, tell me.
It's called an ambulaxy.
Did I mishear, or did you just mispronounce?
Ambulaxi. It's an ambulance and a taxi.
Oh, you're combining words.
As well as vehicles.
As an older man with a coffee habit, I need things explained to me, although my mind is sharp once you explain it for the profit motive. So tell me, and I'll tell you if it's a business that would work.
Well, you know how ambulances have a lot of downtime because there's not enough emergencies happening to keep them busy 24 hours a day.
I did not know that. Not at all. I did not know that one whit. Thank you for giving me new information. Is that all I need to know to pronounce whether this business idea be a success or not?
No, you need to know that there are people waiting to go places and they will pay good money for it. And they might have the excitement of riding in an ambulance.
Do these people drink coffee?
We could sell coffee in the ambulaxi.
Then I'm sold on the idea and I need to hear no more.
In fact, Father, that's where the laxy part comes in because, coffee can be kind of a laxative.
And there's more to hear. Oh, no. Please summarize in a point or two. Merely says there's more coffee to drink and life to live beyond this idea.
I just want you to know that I thought about your possible objections and I realized that in the middle of taking somebody to their destination, an emergency might occur and the ambulaxi might be called away. Then the patron would pay extra because then they would get to witness the workers in action.
You were an unplanned child. That was my first objection.
Father, you've never told me this before. This changes everything. Maybe I'll just go back to the drawing board.
It at least changes the topic.
Did you just invent the idea that I was an unplanned child just to get me off the track?
I would never sully the memory of your mother and her motivations and desires to do such a thing.
Mother's down the hall in the parlor. You talk about her as if she were past.
I talk about her in such a way as to get me the hell out of this conversation. Daughter, your ideas are, well, frankly, they're beyond the pale.
So you won't give me some seed money then?
If it would make you go away, I'll give you all the seed money you want.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, another successful father-daughter interaction. I am the world's greatest parent.
Of course.
Would you care for a game of chess?
Only if all the people who watch the game of chess are blindfolded.
Well, luckily for you, the roster has been switched around here at the senior home, and I believe that we can accommodate your request. What was it again, that everyone be blindfolded?
Yes, everyone except me. You, the participants, the viewers, I mean, and anyone else who might be passing by should be blindfolded.
No, even people on the street passing by need to be blindfolded.
Yes, that is my requirement.
Honestly, when I offered a simple game of chess, I didn't realize it would be so difficult, but you must have great faith in my powers to be able to blindfold everyone.
Much more than your ability at chess.
Well, you insult me at the same point as flatter me. A very strange combination. I know not quite how to feel about it, but I take the point.
It's called flatusalt.
Say again.
It's called flatusalt.
Flatusalt, really. I did get the point that I was being insulted while being flattered, and so I am a bad chess player, but I am a good blindfolder. Yes.
Yes, and it's not at all because I am a terrible chess player and tend to swallow pawns when I get nervous.
Was that what you intend to do? Just eat the chess pieces into your mouth?
Well, Maisie, who provided this chocolate chess set, has said that she would be very upset if anyone ate any of the pieces. So I think that the people should be blindfolded in case something should occur.
In case you make the despicable move of actually eating one of her chocolate chess pieces.
One? One.
I always knew that you were a monster.
So you agree?
Agree on what?
Blindfolding all the people.
Of course, I agree, just because I want to stop you from your reign of tyranny and of course eating the chocolate chess pieces, which really were meant for the group.
I never said I was going to do it. I just said that blindfolding them had nothing to do with that idea. What put that idea in your head?
I don't know. Maybe just some threat that you just randomly threw out. Look, I'm going to use my incredible blindfold technique. I am blindfolded. The people are blindfolded. Now I'm going to throw blindfolds up in the air. That is going to fall after a period of time upon all the people outside. And I say 1, 2, 3, all done. Everyone is blindfolded. Make your move, Pawn Eater.
You have intimidated me sufficiently that I am not willing to play this game anymore.
Oh, too bad. Then I guess I'm going to have to eat the pawn.
Oh my God, I can see your beady eyes right through the blindfold. It's terrifying.
Who's the monster now?
Someday my prince will come.
Marcia, it's really endearing that you think that. But I hate to break it to you, but all the princes are dead.
All of them. Even the ones that are in a far, far off world where they still grow bananas.
Yes, even the far off world where they have banana princes, even they're dead.
But Devora, I think
Princess Devora, yeah.
Princess Devora,
Yeah.
I think it's possible that a new prince might be born and grow up, and I'm only 17, you know. By the time I'm, let's say, 47, he would come to me. It might even be sooner. Maybe he would be 20 and I'd be 37. So 20 years from now, my prince will come. He just has
No, because even if he comes, I will take him first. I'm a desperate, needy princess too. And this needy princess ain't gonna let you get the prince, because I got needs.
Wow. All right, then. Let us take a photo of this memorable occasion. All right. Just take another step back.
Oh, photo, of course.
Just a little further back.
Oh,
Right on the edge of the cliff there. Yes.
oh, there's no foreshadowing happening here. Ah! Oh, bounce. Ah!
And that's our
Our show.
I mean, when your button line is going off a cliff, you know that you have ended the show with a bang. Is that too much? Is that too graphic?
with a bounce.
With the bounce. Thank you for helping temper my not so cool for all rated humor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tabula Rasa. What another wonderful set that was. Hoping that we get to see more of you in season 12. I did not mention at the beginning of the hosting that this is the last week of season 11, but it doesn't mean it's the last week of fun. If you go to highwireimprov.com, you can check out all of our in-person shows that are happening. Very excited. We are starting our 101 class, round 2. We just completed a round of 101 classes, and I saw the showcase, and they were some talented people, but I think that it had a lot to do with the talented instructors getting them there too. But if you're like, hey, womp womp, I don't live in the Baltimore area. How can I come to one of your super cool Highwire instructor taught classes? We're also offering an online 101 Foundations of Improv class. Both of those are filling up fast and starting in the next couple of weeks. So get your registration in if you're watching this and you're like, I'm pretty sure I could do that. I would like to do that. It would be fun to do that. You want to go ahead and sign up for it. All right. So my goal at the beginning of the evening was to bring 3 great teams to the stage to just turn your week around if you were having a bad week, or keep you going with a great vibe if you were having an already great vibe kind of a week. We've got one more team coming up. You know them. You love them. They are super charming. It's Charmers Duo.
Ed,
And that's Michael.
and we are Charmers Duo.
Woo! To get us started, can we just have one word for inspiration? Millie?
All right. The word that I saw was lovely.
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 Thank you. So, just a little anecdote. I live in San Francisco Bay Area now, and I'd like to think I was always kind of open-minded, but really, whoop, getting a little feedback there. I'd like to think I was always really open-minded, but being in the San Francisco Bay Area really opened my eyes to, questioning gender identity and whatnot. And I just have a memory from childhood where I was maybe 8 years old, and I was at let's call it a flea market, open air tables and stuff. And there was a vendor selling these little pillows, but they were pins. Like they had a little straight pin on the back, but they looked like tiny little pillows with a frilly edge and like messages embroidered on them. And as we were about to leave the market, well, I don't want to point fingers too specifically. So a parent asked me, "Is there anything you wanted?" And I said, "Yeah, I want one of those little pillows we saw." And they said, "It's more of a girl thing." And that's just like, I'm not mad at my parents or anything, but it's really stuck with me. And like, especially now, decades later, just like, what does that actually mean? What are we saying? So I'm going to put it this way.
Yeah.
Clara, as artists, a piece of art is never done.
Really? Wait, really?
Like, no matter what, if it's a painting, you always feel, you know what, there could have been a few more brush strokes. I would have made this slightly different. And then let's say you had the time to make that difference. You'd look at it again and say, you know what? I think I'd make another change.
No, I sprayed with sealant. I decided I am done. I think that you can say I'm done.
You say that
Can't
today.
you?
What?
Oh, wow. Wow, you're changing my mind. You can decide you're not done.
I think that's your mind, like the unconscious mind. Well, the conscious mind, but like out of your control. It's just, I'm not done right now. I mean, I'm done right now, but I'm not done in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. Sorry, I just went to some sort of weird like cookie metaphor and it didn't quite work out. I was going to say it, but
I want to hear
no,
it.
it was about like, oh, I'm still kind of doughy in the middle, but you can totally overcook and dry things out. So the metaphor didn't work.
That's good. That's actually good. You're working on a commissioned piece. Eventually there's a deadline. You could miss the deadline.
Yeah, I hate that because then I don't get repeat, clients.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, some of them just know artists and they understand how it works, but still.
But exactly. Like when it comes to art, at a point you just have to say, I'm done, and walk away. Turn around. Don't look. The piece is finished. The sculpture's good enough. Some say
But that's art.
That is art. Exactly, Clara.
But that's not us.
I'm trying to internalize it. But we can't really. I'm rubbing my belly here. Like,
Andrew, even if I say that piece is complete
yes.
and I accept it, even if I question it later on, it's, off in some rich person's house and I can't touch it, I'm not complete.
You're
can
not
still
complete.
change.
Say that last part again.
I can still change.
Whoa.
I can't change that painting, but I can still change me.
Okay, you're changing my mind now.
Thank you.
Whoa, okay. Okay, you cannot change the piece.
I mean, after it's out of your hands, you can't change it.
No.
Unless you break in, and then that gets a whole more legal troubles. But
Oh, I've thought it.
I know, right?
But when I walk out of the gallery,
Mhm.
I tell myself,
Done.
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 I'm out of the gallery, or the piece is out of the gallery. We're not touching each other. I could have phrased that differently, but you know what I
You
mean.
really could have. You really could have phrased that differently. No touching. Exactly.
Well, that's one of the rules for the customers in the gallery.
No touching.
No touching.
Ugh.
Only we may touch. But you can still change.
I can still change.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. So the art affects you.
Yes.
Even if it's some repetitive, trite, commissioned thing.
Sometimes I like the commissioned works.
That's our bread and butter.
Well, no. Not because, like clothing and food, but that I enjoy them as also some of my clients understand me and they're like, I want something with this feel by my 50th wedding anniversary. So it's I might not have, they're like, I want, this is the meadow where we got married. See this picture. I want something inspired that and that feel. And it's just, it takes me a place I might not have otherwise gone.
Okay. And I'm just thinking, 50th wedding anniversary. You're 40. You have not been married for 50 years.
Well, no, it was their wedding anniversary.
I know, but as the artist.
Those flowers, I've never been alive at the same time as those flowers in that field.
World changes.
But I still got to be inspired by them and create a work of beauty that this obscenely rich couple will have hanging in their foyer. I was told that it was going to get the foyer spot.
That's where the guests come in.
It's a good spot. Who doesn't love the foyer?
I never thought about it this way. A couple married for 50 years comes to you.
Yeah.
They ask for a painting.
Yeah.
To capture 50 years of marriage. You have not been married 50 years. And yet you talk to them. You get their vibe, their sense. And then you capture their 50 years together. You just met them when they walked in the door. And you captured it and they were happy with it and they're hanging it in the foyer.
Wait, I didn't think about it like that.
You're an artist.
I captured the feeling of the wedding. I know nothing about their 50 years. In fact, I never met her because it was supposed to be
It was just one of them?
Yeah.
I'm even more impressed.
He showed me the pictures from the wedding and said this field and I want you to go off that and make something that is beautiful and touching.
But as he spoke to you, he was speaking with 50 years of marriage.
Yes, and about 120 years of generational wealth.
Well, again, bread and butter. And then, you know, with the big ticket, you can do the big canvas. The big canvas. I mean, I'm just waiting for somebody to want this one. It's been blank for too long.
It doesn't have to be
Doesn't have to be what?
blank.
Oh, I know, but
No, I mean, you can paint something
just by myself
just by yourself
on the big canvas.
on the big canvas.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Ooh.
You don't have to wait for someone else. You get to choose what you want on the big canvas. And you know what? The worst thing that could happen, it doesn't sell. That's it. That's the worst thing that could happen, is that you get to enjoy your creation as opposed to someone else.
Oh. You know, we've worked in this gallery together for 12 years. And I think I've fallen into a rut. I started here to create art and
Yeah.
occasionally make money. And now
Mhm.
money first. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, that's
Oh.
it. You have to start working on that.
Well,
There's no, I think that painting needs to be painted for you, not for someone else.
I'm not gonna lie, Claire. I haven't made art for just myself in a long time.
I know.
Wait, what if? How about this? I'm going to paint on there, but I'm not even going to worry about trying to sell it. Because I know if I thought I'm going to try to sell that, even though I don't know what I'm making yet, if I don't know what I'm, if I'm trying to sell it, I'm going to be influenced.
And you know what happens then? The art might not be done.
Ooh.
You don't have a deadline. You can wait until you feel complete with the picture.
Wait. You're saying that as a good thing, yeah?
As a good thing.
Okay. I thought
You
were telling
can
me that-
decide when it's done.
Yeah, but I was just saying art is never done. It's a living canvas. I start painting. I change my mind. I paint over it. I brush it white. I start over.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a process. It's not a product.
Because we are all processes, not products.
Because we can always change. Okay.
Yeah, did I just blow your mind?
6 years of art school and nothing even close to this came up.
6 years, only 6. Man, I started lessons when I was like 5.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
like summer drawing and summer figures and summer painting, but like college, 6 years.
I spent
Today.
3 years with my aunt, who was an artist.
No, you
Like
mentioned-
specifically, I went to school. I went to high school, like in her area, so that I could study with her.
You know, I don't believe in destiny, but sometimes you gotta wonder. Like, did everybody else know you were going to be an artist when you were born? I don't know if until I got to college, I had no idea what I wanted. No clue.
Wow. Really?
Really. And even when I got into art, I wasn't sure. I thought, oh, you know, I once went to a really nice brass gallery. Maybe I'll get into brass sculpture.
I think from the first time I held charcoal, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
All the more reason that maybe fate is a real thing, because I had no idea, you had an idea, and here we are working together for 12 plus years in your gallery that's been here much longer.
So you didn't know you wanted to be an artist?
I don't think I knew here. I think maybe I knew here.
I wonder if that's why you haven't been painting for yourself. When I started making art, there was never like even the thought process that someone might buy it. It was just, I'm going to create, I'm going to draw, I'm going to sketch, I'm going to make beauty because I want to.
That's what I told myself when I was in college. I'd be my own muse. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. It's just inspiration would come and I would not judge it. And then I got a real job. And then I thought, oh, people want certain things. People do want certain things. But sometimes we break through. And somebody buys something they didn't know they wanted. Maybe that's fate. There was something inside they didn't know about, but it was always there. And they come in here and say, like, oh, I want a beautiful landscape. But then they just see a painting of a random dog. Just something you painted, Clara. Just a random dog, and say, you know what? I love that painting. That's not what I was here for, but it's what I'm leaving with.
Does there have to be fate? I will admit, I don't believe in fate.
Call it what you want. Maybe it's just, we don't know ourselves. I'm learning, I don't know me.
I think there's always more to know.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
We're always changing.
Yeah, because we're not done.
We're not done. We're not done.
Because we're not like cookies, and we're not going to dry out like overdone cookies.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that analogy doesn't work at all.
It does not. That was a bad analogy, but now I want cookies.
But even cookies, some people like them chewy, some people like them burned, some people like somewhere in between. So the same product isn't the exact same for a different customer, or even the same customer on a different day. What's their mood? What's the weather like? Are they with a date and trying to hide that they love burnt cookies? Because that seems like, oh, I don't know, getting steak well done.
Huh. So I'm just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I sometimes like Tostino's Party Pizza. Remember those? They are horrible. They're not good, but they're nostalgia good.
And you can get them for $1 if you go to the right place.
Oh my gosh, I saw them for like $2.50 the other day. It was just wrong. Anyway, but they're nostalgia good. But I would have no problem saying to someone, yep, sadly, I like those. I wouldn't feel the need to hide it.
Yeah, but you just use the word sadly. So you're not hiding it, but you are judging it.
Oh God. But I wouldn't feel the need to hide it at all. So even if I like had a date or something, I'd be like, do you remember those? Those are amazing. Not, oh no, I'm better than that.
Okay, here's the big question. What about a first date?
Yeah, still.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because we're changing. We're changing all the time. Let's say over time, here's our level of sophistication. I just realized, speaking about analogies, and here's how well we know ourselves. And we never catch up. But we're changing in ways we don't recognize, but then we're also recognizing, learning more about ourselves. So we're always catching up. Maybe you never know yourself perfectly, but you're always catching up over your life. And you're at a place where you're confident, where on a first date, you tell somebody, this is the kind of pizza I like. I have no shame.
I don't. Okay, I rarely date. Like, hardly ever. And
that was just an example, not a judgment.
No. That's not neither here nor there. But if I were to date, why would I want to pretend I'm anything but who I am?
There's so much pressure about there. Like first impressions. As they say, you make one first impression.
I know.
That's why I have all the beautiful stuff over here by the front door. When people walk in, we want them to see like our finest works. Finest works. And the slightly more affordable ones. Like we don't have the huge canvases right by the front door. We have the smaller canvases. Here's something that most people can afford. Put this in
I'd like
parlor.
to mix that up because I also like to put some of my really edgy things by the door. Like, oh, I know that that's gorgeous, but I like that and that's edgy. And it also shows that I like to take chances.
I think you'd be good at first dates. I bet you are. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but first dates lead to like relationships. That's the scary part.
What's scary about them? We have a relationship of a sort. You have a relationship with yourself of a sort.
That's true, but I know that I can count on myself. I know that I can count on you. Just because I am somehow attracted to someone or have fun conversation does not mean I can count on them. And that's the whole avoiding the relationship thing.
Wow, we're talking trust here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, as an artist, you've got to trust yourself.
Yeah, you have to trust yourself.
Like,
it doesn't mean I trust others.
It's a good place to start. I'm just thinking, what is more open-ended than art? Like, okay, the rich person came in and said they wanted a painting capturing something like their wedding photo 50 years ago. Even then, you're not just recreating the wedding photo. You're putting your own spin on it. But then like some of these pieces, like this landscape here, this place doesn't exist. And I remember when you started this one, you said, I'm just going to see what happens.
Yeah.
And you trusted yourself through that process and you finished.
Exactly. I trusted myself.
But that's beautiful and that's great. Well, and now you're making me question myself when I'm making first impressions.
Yes.
Because
good. I like you to
arrogant,
question yourself.
Little arrogant. I saw that fist bump. But if I'm not being my authentic self when I'm making a first impression, that's me not trusting myself.
Yeah.
That's me saying, I'm not good enough for this interaction or this person or this relationship. I'm going to twist myself a little.
That's because you forget that you keep changing. You think that yesterday you or 5 years ago you wasn't good enough for that person. But you're not yesterday you.
Okay, slow down. It's happening again.
I know. I like breaking your mind. It's fun.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. Sometimes I do feel like I'm making up for something old me did.
Yeah.
The one thing
I think we all do that.
Well, one thing we can't change is the past.
Very true.
But, when we were babies, we were wearing diapers. We were crapping ourselves. We don't go around embarrassed that we were babies crapping ourselves.
Nope.
We learned how to control it. We learned more about our bodies. We learned more about, Now I feel like I'm getting into societal expectations again, but I think this is a topic. Maybe I don't want to question that.
Yeah. Get away from societal expectations.
Oh,
I worry that you worry about societal expectations.
I worry about them all the time.
I know you do.
I thought until about 20 minutes ago when I walked in the gallery door, no, I am an artist. I am an artist. I am the creative fountain. And no, I leave the door open long enough that societal expectations follow me in.
Yep.
And then when I get to the canvas and I pick up the brushes, it's just, what do other people want?
No.
Oh my gosh. All right. It's a slow day. We close in an hour. I'm going to pick up my brushes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over to the big canvas. Wait, I'm going to open the door, push out societal expectations.
Yeah, push out societal expectations.
I'm going to pick up my brushes, go over to the big canvas, and we're just going to see what happens. I'm going to see what happens.
And what happens will happen.
What happens will happen.
All right. Get mine.
And seeing. Thank you, Highwire. Thank you, Millie.
Now I want to paint.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Okay, great. Keep going, guys. Dance it out. Dance it out.
Have a good time. All right. Thank you much.
Thank you. You can always count on your sets to be thought-provoking. You know, I really enjoy seeing the relationships that y'all build, and you know, it's kind of like a masterclass on how to do a duo where it's about the relationship, not what you're doing or other people. So love it, love it.
Thank
you.
Will we be seeing you for season 12? I'm going to go ahead and put people on the spot. I realize that's rude, and it's recorded.
Yes, yes, you will.
We're in season
Wonderful.
12 3 times. And oh, just a fun little thing is Zed was in town recently. So Zed and I saw each other in person for the first time in over 6 months on Sunday.
Yeah, that's really
Yay!
good. Honestly,
great.
I am very thankful for Highwire because I would hate to have to stop doing this duo.
Well, we love
Same.
having you, and I know that there's a bunch of teams that have kind of taken it upon themselves to like create their own channel, but we love being kind of like an online theater that's still going, even though there are in-person things happening. So it's, you know, it's an accessibility thing, and it's also, you know, maybe you guys have been on a team together for 8 years and now you don't live in the same state.
Maybe.
Maybe something like that. All right. Thank you, Millie. I will see you next month.
Alrighty, bye, 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 bye. Oh my goodness, you gotta love these Zoom edits. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I do truly hope that you're having a great week. If you're not, go back and watch the show from the beginning. It's sure to lift your spirits. It's thought-provoking, it's funny, it's touching, it's endearing. Have a good rest of your week. Remember to stay hydrated.